Hello and welcome back. We are here with our Ultimate Decades Challenge in the year 1366, and as you can see, we are in with our shoemaker family. We are starting off the year with some birthdays, and Raina and Mabel Shoemaker here laying in the floor do have some birthdays where they need to go ahead and age up to toddlers. We are going to go ahead and give them a roll and see if they can age up to toddlers. But first, we're going to go ahead and give them their makeovers. So we're going to age them up to toddlers, and then we will roll and see if they're going to survive or they are going to die. So let's start off here with them and just go ahead and hop into cast with them and give them their little toddler makeovers. Take their photos for the family tree, and then we will give them their spins on the dice to see if they are going to make it or not. So let's hop into cast with them. So this is little Raina. As a infant, she was calm. As a toddler, she is going to be always hungry. And let's go ahead and give her her cute little makeover. All right, so there is little Raina. Let's go ahead and get her photo for the family tree. And then we will move on to her sister Mabel. And Mabel was also a calm infant. So for her as a toddler, she is going to be intelligent. All right, and there's little Mabel. And let's just go ahead and we will roll the dice for them and see if they are going to make it or not. So as we know, they can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So for Raina, let's go ahead and give her a roll. She rolled a 20 and survived, and Mabel rolls an 8 and is going to have to die. So we'll roll a d4 to find out when she's going to die. She's going to die in 2 years because it is the 3 minus a year. So in 2 years, Mabel is going to die. So she's going to die in 1368. So if we put that on our spreadsheet, that Mabel is going to die in 1368, and then we will put that Raina is going to live for 16 days. Okay, so there is Raina there listed under the child category that she is going to age up. And let's go ahead and we are going to go over to our next family that needs to age up and go ahead and get them aged up, which is Maximus Arundel. And so we'll go over to the Arundel household and age up Maximus. All right, so little Maximus is aging up to a toddler. We're going to go ahead and jump into cast with him and give him his toddler makeover, and then we will give him a roll as well. So he was a cautious infant. As a toddler, he is going to be a charmer. All right, so here is little Maximus as a toddler, and let's just go ahead and get his photo for the family tree. And then let's go ahead and give him a roll and see what he's going to get as far as his roll. He can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. He rolls an 18 and survives, so we'll go ahead and put him on the spreadsheet that he is going to get 16 days. and then we will go ahead and jump into the game, and we'll go see the Von Schwan family and age up Garrett Von Schwan. We are here with little Garrett, and we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with him, give him his little makeover, and then give him a roll as well. So as an infant, he was also cautious. As a toddler, this little vampire is going to be talkative. All right, there is little Garrett as a toddler. Let's go ahead and get his photo for the tree as well and give him his roll. He needs to, unfortunately, avoid the 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15 as well. He rolls a 16 and he also survives. So we will add him on to the spreadsheet that he is also going to age up to a child. Perfect. And then we are going to go and visit the Petaccia household and let Theodore age up to a toddler as well. Theodore Petaccia is an infant needing to age up to a toddler, so let's go and age him up and take his photo and then give him a dice roll as well to see if he's going to be able to survive. He was a sensitive infant. As a toddler, he is going to grow up and be having an easy temperament. So here is little Theodore. And let's go ahead and give him his roll and see if he's going to survive. And he can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. He rolls a 12, so he is unfortunately going to need to roll a d4 to see if he is going to survive, or like when he's going to die. So he is going to die in 3 years. So we will go ahead and put him down that he's going to die in 1369. So he is going to also die when Amelie dies. Theodore Petaccia is going to die in 1369. Okay, and then we are going to have to head over to the other Petaccia household. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's take a look at our spreadsheet. So we also have the marriage of Leopold today. So we're going to have to play with Leopold a little bit. We need to find him someone to marry. But Julianna Arundel is aging up to a young adult, so we will go to our main household and age her up. Amir McNally will go over there next, I think, and age him up to an adult. So let's go ahead and do those roles and see if they can age up. So we have Julianna Arundel is aging up to a young adult. So let's pull up our dice and see if she is going to make it. She can't roll a 3, 7, or 19. So Julianna Arundel, for a young adult, can't roll a 3, 7, or 19. She rolls an 8, so she's good. Amir McNally needs to roll anything higher than a 7 to age up to an adult. He rolls a 15, which is great. And Taylor Harding and Nolly Like need to roll between a 1 to 9 in order to age up to their adult 2 portions. So Taylor Harding is first. She is going to have to die. So we'll roll a D10 to find out how many years she's going to get. So she's going to get 5 years. All right, so let me go ahead and put that on here. 1371 is Taylor Harding. And then we had Nale Like needs to roll, and she needs between a 1 or 9. She got a 9. All right, so she's going to get 40 days. So 134, she's aging up to this one. All right. Okay, so we have done all of our birthday rolls. We are going to go ahead and head over to Amir McNally, and we will age him up and give him a little bit of gray hair, and then age him up to an adult. And then we'll go to the Harding residence and give Taylor a little bit of gray hair. That's what we're going to do. So let's go over to the McNally residence. Okay, so we are here with Amir. We are just going to age him up to an adult now. So let's go ahead and set his age as an adult and let him age up. Amir has aged up to adulthood, fulfilling dreams, planning for retirement, and midlife crises await. The perfect time to start wrapping up those lifelong goals. We love that for him. That is fantastic. He's got a bunch of birthday gifts. We love that. And let's go ahead and go over to the Harding residence and age up Taylor and give her a little bit of gray hair. And then we will go to the Like residence and do the same with Nale. And then we'll head over to our main household and age up Julianna to a young adult. So first we'll go to Transylvania to the Harding residence. And we'll go see Taylor here. And we're just going to pop into cast with her and update her look a little bit and give her a little bit of gray because she's gotten a little bit older here.
Finaya
I believe I have gray hair setting in here, maybe, unless I've lost it. It looks like I've lost it. Okay, I'll have to get that mod back in the game, and then I'll make her have more gray hair. So I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. All right, so I will have to do that. I'll get that mod back in the game, and then I'll make her have some more gray hair. So we'll just head over to Julianna at Arundel's house, and we'll age her up to a young adult. And I will get that mod back in the game so that we can give them some more gray hair. So let's go over to the Arundel house. Additionally, our house has changed a little bit. I want to show you guys the new home and what it looks like. So we have a new house. This is what our property looks like now. We have done some upgrades due to the fact that we came into some money. And John went ahead and had them bulldoze the property, and they did some rebuilds on the land. And this is the new home that was built, and they came in and they did the new build for him. So we now have our main lodging, and we put a stable in because he figured that maybe we might want to get into like taking care of possibly goats and horses. We do still have a garden. We have an orchard here. So we'll just take a quick little tour here. So we have a chicken coop still out front. You can't really see, it's kind of dark, but we do have a chicken coop here out front with some chickens, which is fantastic. So we still have our little coop and our little sign that we can go and forage and hunt and all of those kind of things, which is fantastic. But now we have us an orchard here in the front where he can grab the orchard things. So we have some lemon trees, some pear trees, pomegranate trees, and apple trees. And then we have in the back, we have our garden that we have all of our things that we need. I just basically took everything from our old garden and put it into the inventory and then just placed it down once I placed the new lot in. So all of our gardening things are just here in this gardening area. So we'll have stuff to grow for us to cook and things like that. But we have our house. And when you come into the house now, this is our new dining area here. And so we have us a nice big dining table. And over here is the living area with a fireplace and just a place where they can kind of sit and do some knitting and sit at a desk and maybe write a letter. Then we have over here the kitchen. So obviously to cook, they have dishes kind of everywhere. So we've got us a new kind of storage fridge here and our stove and sink. And off the kitchen is just a little bathroom. They have upgraded a little bit. We now have an actual toilet in the house because they do have a little bit more money now, and just a wash basin here. So we love that. And then once you go up the stairs, we have just this little bar and seating area, and then a nice big bathroom in here with a toilet and a bathtub and a wash basin over here. And then this is the master bedroom. And it's got like a little furnace here in the room and a place to sit. And then we have the stables. So if you go over here, we have our barn and stable area. And over in the barn and stable area, obviously, is where we house all of our sheep and goats. And we have enough room for a horse or two as well. And then when you go upstairs, we have a loft up here where we have like a little sitting area where they can play the piano or the guitar. They can dance if they want to dance. There's a couple seating areas, so it's just like a little nice place where they can kind of get together and have a little bit of fun. But also you'll notice there are a couple of bedrooms here. So the toddler's room is here in this lofted area. So that's where the toddlers stay. They've got a couple of like toys in here, and as you can see, they're little potties out here in the hall here. And then we have this bedroom that the girls share. So Julianna and Amelie share this room here. And it's not necessarily ideal, but they do share this room, and they don't necessarily mind so much because this is a pretty close-knit family. And I mean, Julianna is technically going through a little bit of a distant phase right now where she doesn't really want to be around the family, but she's thinking to herself, I'm not always going to be here either. Assuming Xavier lives and he's the heir, you know, Julianna's going to marry and move off. So she's like, I can withstand being kind of close to the kids. And she lives over here in the lofted area with the children. So John has kind of put her out here with them. And so she stays out here with Amelie, but this is their room. And then there is another bathroom here off of Amelie and Julianna's bedroom where they have like a little shower and a bathtub and a toilet here. So this is their area that they stay in. So yeah, this is their new place. Obviously there isn't a whole lot of bedrooms. There's not a huge amount of room in this place, but again, this may change again once we get the new expansion pack and we put a village in. So this is just for now, for the time being, until that possibly changes. This is the home that they currently reside in. They just went through a little bit of a kind of upgrade because he had come into all that money with the nectar making, and he was like, we are a little bit more well-to-do now, and I think that we should kind of, live a little bit above a peasant level. And so that is what they have done, is they have kind of upgraded a little bit, and he wanted them to start kind of dabbling in goats and sheep and things like that. And actually, when I placed the place down, I didn't realize they had goats and sheep, but they were overrun with goats and sheep. So we have a ton of goats and sheep that we have to take care of here with this lot. So they already have a bunch of goats and sheep, and so they have a lot of animals to care for here. So we probably won't get a horse just yet because we do have a lot of goats and sheep that we're currently taking care of amidst all of our chickens that we're caring for as well. And then obviously we know that we have our farm, like our garden as well. Oh, and we also have a nectar making section here in the basement as well. I forgot. So he does still have his nectar making here down in the basement, and all of his crates that we still have that are full. Some of them aren't completely full, so he can still do a little bit more nectar making and fill that up so that these can go ahead and completely finish, what's the word I'm looking for? Fermenting, I suppose, so that they can get to a place where we can sell those. But let's go ahead. We're going to age up Julianna to a young adult now. She is aging up, and we are going to see her age up to a young adult. And as we know, she is already calm and clear-headed, and now she is going to be self-assured. These Sims tend to be confident. I'm actually going to make her, she was already the soulmate aspiration, so I'm just going to put her as that again. And we love that for her. All right. She's getting a bunch of gifts sent to her, which is fantastic. And oh my goodness, she's just having it so rough. But we love that for her, that she has just aged up. And now we are going to go ahead and we're going to head over into the Petaccia household, because we do know that we need to get with Leopold, and we need to obviously get him secured a love interest so that he can get married. So we are going to head over to the Petaccia house, and we are going to play with them for a little while and find him someone that he can be with. So I will see you over in the Petaccia house. We have made it here with the Petaccia house, and as you can see, we are here with Leopold. They are just feeling a little bit hungry, and it is only about 2 o'clock in the morning, so I am going to just let them go ahead and take care of a little bit of their needs, grab some food, and get some hunger taken care of here, and we will just let them take care of some of their needs. It is a little bit too early for them to go and do the wooing of the girls, so we'll just let them eat, and once they have done some of their needs and things like that, then obviously we will go ahead and see the girls later on in the afternoon. Now, as we know, Leopold is a teenager, so he is going to go and find himself a teen girl. So we'll probably go over to Scotland and see the teenage girls and see if any of those strike his fancy. There aren't very many of them left in that household. So if he doesn't see any of them that are kind of striking his fancy, we will probably need to place some more in the world. I do have some that are in my gallery that I have saved that I could always place in the world. But we'll go and see if there's anybody that kind of strikes his fancy first and foremost, and just go from there. But we'll just have to see how it kind of goes. But hopefully he'll find somebody there that he can get on with, and we will just have to see how it goes. He obviously has pretty good needs. I'm just going to have him finish his meal and clean up a little bit, and then he can go to the washroom. This family is a bunch of dark-headed beauties, aside from Bridget, who is a redhead, but all of her children have come out with black hair like Simon. So we love that for them. But they are all just kind of getting themselves a little bit of food here. And then maybe we can get them to go out and scatter a little bit of feed for the chickens, because it's been a while since anyone has done that. And oh my gosh, we probably should clean the shed and refill the feed as well, because it's looking a little bit grungy here out on the farm. But other than that, everything seems to be doing pretty well here on the farm, which is great. We love that for them. And we will just let time kind of pass here while we wait for it to be a decent hour for us to go and meet some folks.
Aha!
Simon's done a little bit of cooking here, which is great. They can't do a whole lot of cooking because they don't have any food. Why do they not have any food, do you ask? Well, because they have not harvested or anything like that. Maybe he could harvest. Oh, it looks like there are some things here on the ground that he did not harvest and they just kind of fell off. So we'll pick those in his inventory. All right, I am going to, I think, have him go out and go hunting, and I'm going to have her go out and go foraging. All right, that will give them something to do, and maybe they can find some things to cook with. And meanwhile, Leopold is just going to go ahead and tend to the chores that I've had him tend to, and it looks like Eliza Shoemaker has gone into labor, so we're going to go and visit with Eliza, and also Jalissa has gone into labor, so we're going to go visit with Eliza and then Jalissa. So let's go see Eliza Shoemaker. Okay, so we are here with Eliza Shoemaker. She obviously is in labor. We are just going to go ahead and have her baby, and we will see what she's having. And obviously, we are hoping that she is going to have a healthy birth and that her and baby will survive. They are going to have themselves a nice full household after this baby. So we love that for them. It just gave us another bassinet, so it looks like we're having more than one. I don't understand why it did that. I'm so confused. It's a boy. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our boy name wheel, and we will see what we're going to name this baby. This baby's name is going to be Cameron. All right, and then we are going to go ahead and roll for mom and baby and see if they are going to make it. So let's pull up a D20 dice, and mom can't roll, as we know, a 1. Mom rolls a 7. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 4, so Cameron unfortunately is not going to make it. So let's pull up our spreadsheet, and we will put on here that it is Friday, and Cameron Shoemaker is going to die. And then we'll put here under Eliza that Cameron has died. Let me just change the year here to 1366. And under Eliza, Cameron Shoemaker, the son of Porter and Eliza, in January of 1366, was deceased in January of 1366. He is of German descent. His cause of death was he is stillborn, and he was a single birth. All right, and unfortunately, we do need to take the baby away from Mom. Okay, Jalissa, we are coming. Just give me 1 second. I have to take this baby away from his mom.
No, me. Lenore B.
All right, and I do need to, unfortunately, also take this crib out of here because there's no reason for this crib to be here. So let me take this crib away. All right, and let's go ahead and go over to see Jalissa Arundel, who is also going into labor, and let her have her baby. As we know, Jalissa is a widow. She is now also in labor. She's giving birth to Hugh's little one. And let's go ahead and see if Mom and baby are going to be able to survive this childbirth. And hopefully she does survive because she's a widow with a lot of children. So we want them to be okay. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of babies in the orphanage. So let's go ahead and see how it turns out. So we are having a boy. So let's go ahead and open up the wheel and see what we're going to name this baby. All right, so we're going to name this baby Byron. And let's go ahead and then we will roll for Mom and baby and see if they're going to make it. As we know, Mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 7. Baby needs to roll an odd or an 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls an odd. All right, so Byron does live. Let's go ahead and put everything on our spreadsheet. So we are already on this info tab, so I'm just going to fill in the information for Byron here. Byron Arundel, son of Hugh and Jalissa, in January of 1366. He is alive. He is British Irish and a single birth. And then on the timeline, we are just going to put here Byron Arundel. And there's Byron there. Perfect. All right, and let's go ahead and age up little Byron and turn him into an infant. All right, feed this little one and then we will age him up. She is awfully happy that she has this little one. Even though she is raising another little one alone, she is feeling quite confident, which is good. She is really saddened by the fact that she's having to raise Hugh's children alone, but she loves that she has, you know, a legacy of him that she gets to carry on, and that, you know, his legacy lives on without him. All right, let's go ahead and age up little Byron here and see what trait he's going to get. Byron has aged up and he is going to be a sunny infant. These Sims are bursting with smiles and giggles and enjoy engaging with other Sims, but they do require more social attention. All right, Byron, let's go ahead and hop into cast and give you your makeover because you definitely need it, son. All right, let's get this skin off you and give you your proper skin. There you go. All right, and we'll give you your eyelashes and a little bit of blush, and you are super cute. All right, perfect. And then they are in the pink color. All right, Byron, let's get your photo for the family tree. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and hop back into the game. Okay, so it is about 6:30 in the morning, and I am just going to go ahead and get you to finish doing what you needed to do. So we're going to get you to scatter this feed, clean out this shed, and refill the feed. And are they doing what I asked them to do? Probably not. Go ahead and go foraging like I told you to do. And I want you to go hunting. He's like, I'm pretty sure I already did that. No, I don't think you did. All right, so he's going to go out here and he's going to take care of the shed, which is fantastic. We love that for him. He's just cleaning up, which is perfect. And the garden is in desperate need of being done. Like, they need to plant a decent garden here on this property. But he is just tending to a little bit of the cow's needs here, which is fantastic. I will just have him, you know, go ahead and do that. And then he can take care of his needs. And then once he goes ahead and takes care of his chores for the morning, we will go ahead and head out and have him meet some people and see if he finds anyone that tickles his fancy, which will be perfect because, as we know, he does need to go ahead and get married. He is scheduled to get married this year. And so we do want him finding someone that he can spend his life with because he needs to carry on the Petaccia name. So we love that for him. As we know, he is the aspiration of the country caretaker, so he is feeling quite happy doing these chores. Even though they may seem mundane to some people, he enjoys it. He, you know, really, really likes dealing with this kind of stuff. Bridget is off to work. What? Bridget, come home. Why do you have a job? Yes. Why do you have a job? You're a rag cleaner. Quit your job. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and I have no idea why she has a job. That's hilarious. But I was wanting you to forage. Did you do that? She did. Okay, great. I want you to, yes, you should quit your job. You need to take care of your children. And you need to go ahead and get some of these things that you just foraged planted. So let's do that. We'll plant some of these mushrooms and we will plant, the seeds can't be planted, but that's fine. But come and plant some of these things that you foraged. And we will put the seeds in the fridge.
Ogaruzaloib. Pawabwa Dow.
He's going to get a nugget of advice from the cow. He's going to be like, I have to find someone to marry. What do you think about that? And the cow's going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any advice to give you on this because I'm a cow. But he's just going to talk to the cow because he enjoys conversating with animals and socializing with them. And, you know, he would enjoy doing that. So we love that. And now he's got 6 bottles of milk in his inventory, so now the family will have a little bit of milk, which is great. So we'll just put that in their fridge as well. And we love that. Bridget, you can, after you do that, you can unload and put the laundry away, and then you can put the next batch of clothes on the line, which is great. Look at the kids out here playing in the pond. They are super cute. All right. And he got some pigeons and a chicken. We love that. He can maybe cook some things now, which will be fantastic. Because obviously cooking is, great. We definitely want to be able to cook things. Let's see if he can cook anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, well, great. He can make milk. He can make pudding. No, he can't. He can't really make anything, which is unfortunate. All right, Bridget. Why don't you go ahead and move this laundry to hang on the clothesline? Or he can do it. Okay, whatever. All right, he's going to go out and talk to the cow, get himself a little bit of advice from the cow, collect the eggs, and then clean the coop. And then we are going to head him off to go and meet some people, because as we know, that is definitely something that we need to start on. All right, so we collected some eggs. We love that. And let's go ahead and have him travel, and we're going to go over to Scotland and let him meet the teens. So we're going to Scotland now, and I'm going to the wrong place. We're going to go to Scotland now, and he's going to go over here to the teens' house, and there are two teens here that he can meet, and hopefully they will strike his fancy, and he will be able to like one of them. And if not, we'll have to see what other teens are in the area that he might be able to like. So let's go ahead and go and knock on the door. I think it's over here. Yes, it is. All right, let's go knock on the door, gain entry to their home. Perfect. And let's go ahead and go and meet them. Where are they? They're going to be downstairs probably. Here's one of them. Let's go ahead and give a friendly introduction to her and see if we like her at all.
Sula!
So let's see what he thinks of her. He thinks she is very attractive. We love that.
Funub soon. Jinjil Shopa?
And let's get him to meet this Mary Goodwell as well. But he does think that Allison Watson is very attractive.
Sula.
And Mary Goodwell, he thinks, is very attractive, but they have bad compatibility. So I do think he would probably get on better with Allison. So we're going to maybe pursue her.
Darpsa.
Glarn.
Emka Floof?
Yibs.
Rena. Oh.
Gazzy.
Oh, Cardul.
All right, so they are just talking, trying to get to know one another, and he's just asking her about her interests, and he's trying to woo her a little bit, and he's like, do you need a little bit of a massage? You look a little bit tense. And he's just flirting with her a little bit. He is trying his hardest to maybe get her to like him a little bit. They do have a little bit of friendship going and a little bit of romance as well. And he is really, really trying to get her to see that he is, you know, definitely marriage material. He wants her to obviously be into him because he is wanting to make her realize that,
Gosha.
you know, he could be someone that she could possibly spend the rest of her life with because he is needing a wife. And back in these days, you know, you would definitely find someone that you would want to be attracted to, and someone that you would be like, oh, well, you know, we, you know, maybe have some things that are in common, and I think you're attractive, and, you know, I think that you and I could possibly be good together. And if that's the case, then it says they're having an awkward encounter. This is not going very well, but he's like, look, I just am wanting to, you know, tell you that, like, you and I could really be good together. We really could. And she's like, do you really think so? Because I'm not really convinced. And he's like, I really think we could be great together. And
Oh. Punky? Oh.
Slee.
he's like, do you want to maybe go out and cloud gaze? He's really trying hard, though, to get their romance up. And she's really playing hard to get. She really is. He has learned that she's single,
Darla?
but she's really struggling in the romance department with him. But their friendship is going up the more they kind of discuss interest and they do friendly interactions. And he's like, let's go out and cloud gaze. And she's like, okay. And he's like, maybe if I get on her good side as far as on a friendly basis, she'll be more keen to kind of be into wanting to be in a relationship with me. But he's feeling embarrassed. And he's like, where can I hide? We're having kind of an awkward conversation. And he's kind of feeling like maybe they're not really going in a good direction. And he's having trouble kind of meeting her in the romance department. And even though he's kind of feeling confident, like, oh, I can totally, you know, see us together, she's making it really difficult. And he's like kind of losing a little bit of confidence in it. Hey, where are you going? We were going to cloud gaze.
Budaba. So
Apple
cheap. Krina Fabu. Krina Fabu.
I meet you.
So he is really trying hard here.
Oh. Darpsa.
Sanzo.
He's going to go ahead and try to reveal a crush on her and be like, look, I have a little bit of a crush on you, and I would really like for us to maybe move our relationship or whatever this is forward some. I think that you and I could really be good together.
Shuby.
Sula.
Okay, can you go away? Because can't you see that we're trying to...
Borb.
We're trying to get our relationship up, and it's working out better if you go away. Looks like Leopold just befriended a romance enthusiast. Romance enthusiasts have a flair for the romantic, and they are unafraid to pronounce their love or loves to the world. In terms of sim preferences, would you say that Leopold likes romance enthusiasts? Okay,
He's in a
sure.
row. Oh, Gosha. Kelstulame.
She's like, don't put forward romantic things when we have company. It's you know, it's frowned upon. Don't you know that will give me a bad reputation? And he's like, I'm not trying to give you a bad reputation, but at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to be with you. And, it's not going well. She's like, I don't want to have my name smeared. Really? Could you have not made things worse on me? I did love you. I loved you, and I probably still do. And for a while, the feeling may remain. But let my love no longer trouble you. I do not wish to cause you any pain. I loved you, and the hopelessness I knew, the jealousy, the shyness, though in vain, made up a love so tender and so true, as may God grant you to be loved again. That was the love poem that he recited to you. To her, I mean. Like, what kind of love poem is that? That's not a good love poem. That sounded like you were trying to break up with her. You need to go over here and, like, give her a rose and a deep conversation and explain to her that you didn't mean that you don't want to be with her, that you're just flustered because you know, like her so much that you can't think straight when you're around her.
Apago.
Sing her a romantic song and tell her that, you know, you want to be with her.
Keem.
Hey, Finn.
Banukadoy.
Dibble with Varspa.
And tell her you have this big crush on her and that you want them to be together. Stroke her cheek and tell her how lovely she looks. Like, they do well together when it's just the two of them. Compliment her appearance. Whenever it's not just the two of them, though. When they have, like, people around, she gets really, really embarrassed because it's really frowned upon for them to be intimate with one another in mixed company. Like, it would give her a really bad reputation, and she does not want to have a bad reputation. She obviously thinks that her reputation is very, very important, and she wants people to not think poorly of her. So he's going to talk to her about marriage and just be like, look, I am looking for a wife. Like, I am looking for someone to marry, and I think that you and I would be really great together. So I'm wondering if you and I could be boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, no, don't walk in on us with us doing this. She's going to be so embarrassed.
Neely. Yibs.
Oh, jeez. I tried to ask her to be girlfriend.
Leem. Mwah.
Waduni.
Josa left to do Jisa.
I think it said that she was his girlfriend. Did it say that?
Inara. Thursday.
It's allowing them to do their first kiss, so maybe they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Asked to be girlfriend. Okay.
Yibs.
And she said yes. Okay, we love that. So he's going to say, I know that we're just boyfriend and girlfriend. I realize that. But I really want you to marry me. I want you to be my wife. Is she going to say yes? She's going to say yes. Okay, great.
Oh, yes.
So he's like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. And honestly, back in this time frame, they wouldn't have been boyfriend and girlfriend. They would have said immediately, they would have gone straight into marriage. So, but in The Sims, you have to be boyfriend and girlfriend first. So he has chosen her as his wife. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take them and we're going to get them married now. So they have chosen that they are going to want to marry. We're going to take Simon and Bridget, and we're going to we'll take Mary with us. That's her friend. So she would want her friend to come with her to her wedding. And we're all going to go to the wedding together. And so let's go ahead and head off to the wedding now. And the wedding, as we know, is in Himford-on-Bagley in England here. And so we're going to go ahead and head there to the chapel. All right, so we are just going to go ahead and seat our Sims that are our guests and let them have a seat. And then we will bring our couple over here and let them get married. Everyone is filing into their seats, which is wonderful. Our couple is coming in so that we can get them married. Come on, Theodore. He's like, I am exhausted and I'm starving. Well, you can eat after we get you married.
Tripna.
These two are exchanging their vows, which we love. We're going to go ahead and get them. Oh, he's so hungry. We're going to go ahead and get them married here. And then we will take him home and we'll let him get some food. But he's going to go ahead, get married. We'll move her into our household. Actually, we won't move them into our household. We'll probably have to just move them out. But we'll figure that out.
Moose they lure.
And they're going to go ahead and exchange their rings and promise to always love and care for one another. They're going to have a wonderful life together. And there is Mr. and Mrs. Petaccia. And now they are married. They're going to move in together. Okay, we love that. All right, there are only 6 in this household, so we will move you in over here, in with the Scotland teens for now. And let's go to the Scotland teen household, and let's branch them off and put them in their own place.
Harfanade Baba.
All right, so we have split them off into their own household. I'm just going to go ahead and update her name to Petaccia now. And we will put her in her green color, which is fantastic. All right, so there's her in her green. Let's go ahead and just take her photo for the family tree. All right, so we are now in their home here, and we are just going to go ahead and let them mess around so that they can consummate their marriage and try for a baby.
Oh.
Yumba moosh.
Freenet.
Bor.
Let me actually just make sure that this is okay so that they can actually get in here and do some things here. All right, so we have that fixed. So let's go ahead and get them to consummate their marriage and try for a baby here. There they go. Break out the candles, make it romantic. Allison and Leopold are woohooing for the first time. We love that for them. All right, so these guys are just going ahead and woohooing, and we are hoping that they are going to be able to have a baby. We love that for them. It is just about the next day, and for the next day we have several birthdays that we do need to go ahead and look at for our spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and pull that up and take a look and see what we have on the agenda for April of 1366. Okay, so for April of 1366, as you can see, we have 4 birthdays for people aging up to a child. We have Alexander Petaccia, Blythe Petaccia, Isolde Petaccia, and Ivan Shoemaker. They all need to roll to see if they can become children. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and see if they can become children. They cannot roll a 4 or a 13. So let's roll for Alexander first. And he rolls a 5 and lives. And Blythe rolls a 5 and lives. Oh, Isolde is going to die, and Ivan is going to live. So Isolde is going to die. She needs to roll a d6 to find out how long she gets. She gets 5 years. So 1366, 5 years. In 1371, she is going to die. 1371... Isolde Petaccia is going to die. Oh. Isolde Petaccia. Okay. And then we have to go ahead and age everyone up to children. So Alexander and all of them, they get 28 days. So they get to age up on one 23. So Alexander Petaccia, Blythe Petaccia, and Ivan Shoemaker. I believe that's right. Yes. Perfect. All right, so we have updated our timeline, and now we just need to go ahead and go and give everyone their age ups and their makeovers. So let's go ahead and head over to our Petaccia household and give everyone their age ups first. Okay, here is little Alexander as a toddler. We are just going to go ahead and age him up to a child, and then we will age up his siblings. So let's go ahead and age him up. Oh, let's get a good look at you here, buddy. All right, he had a communication developmental delay. Now he is going to be scatterbrained. These Sims never get focused or productive. He had a 1 in all of his skills. We are just going to do creative. And then we have Blythe here. Blythe is going to age up to a child as well. And Blythe was silly. She is going to be lactose intolerant. No, she's not. That's not allowed. She's going to be an animal enthusiast. These Sims are obsessed with animals and will seek their company often. They will have an easier time caring for animals and getting closer to them. She also had a 1 in all of her skills. I'm going to make her be a social butterfly. And then we have Isolde. Isolde is here. We are going to age her up to a child.
Come say bow.
And she was intelligent, and now she is going to be considerate. These Sims never get disappointed, disgusted, or misunderstood. She also had a 1 in all of her skills. I'm going to make her mental. And let's go ahead and hop into cast with these guys and give them their makeovers. All right, so first we have Alexander. All right, Alexander, let's get your photo for the family tree, and we will move on to Blythe. All right, and there is Blythe. She looks very unimpressed. And then we will do Isolde. All right, Isolde. Perfect. And now we just need to head over to the shoemaker house. Okay, we have here little Ivan, and we are just going to age him up to a child. And then we will see what trait he is going to get. Turned his back to us. He had a slow to warm up temperament. Now he is going to be ruthless. These Sims never get sorry or remorseful. All right. And he had a 1 in all of his skills. Let's do motor for him. And we are going to hop into cast and give him his makeover. All right, Ivan, let's go ahead and get your photo. And let's hop back into the game. We are actually going to jump in with our main household now and see how they're doing. Okay, we are here with our main household. As we know, we only have about 9 more months with our father before he has to pass away. So we do want to spend as much time as we can with our main household. So we are just going to go ahead and see how they're doing. It does look like they are feeling a little bit hungry. I'm just going to get Julianna and John to go in. Oh my gosh. And Amelie is hungry. Okay, they are all hungry. We're going to need to go in and get them all a little bit of food here. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull some things out of the fridge. John, why are you just sitting things on the floor? Honestly. Eat that. Eat that turnip soup, John. Eat it. I'm going to open this and pull out some food. All right. Perfect. And then these little ones can come and grab a serving of this food. Why can't they grab a serving of this? Can you grab a serving of that? Why can't you grab a serving of that food?
Hey.
Where is he? Are you stuck? Ugh. Okay, seriously. Grab a serving of this food. There we go. And she's grabbing a serving as well. Where are you? She's coming. Okay, good. She's eating some turnip soup. She's eating. He's eating. Okay, everyone's eating. We love it.
Yeah, I'm full.
Okay. And then when you're done eating, I'm going to need you to clean up a little bit because it is like so dirty in this house. All right. Everyone's coming to eat. We love that. And as far as their needs go, things are looking pretty good. John, you just need to go to the washroom. So we love that. We love that.
Ooh. Waga Fruge. Warba Quest.
Spurs. Infa. Job.
Woo!
George, whoosh.
All right, so she has cleaned up a little bit and she's going to head off to the washroom. Everyone's doing really good. John has picked up and he is just checking to see that Xavier's coming to get something to eat, which he is. All right, John, I am going to actually have you go down here and practice some nectar making. We're going to get you to do some potato nectar and some strawberry nectar. And he's like feeling really happy, which is fantastic. We love that for him. I am just going to get you to come out and collect some eggs, and you can, make sure that everything's good with that. And Amelie, I don't know what you're doing. You're coming down to talk to your dad? Okay, great. But why don't you actually, oh my gosh, the garden. Okay. When you're done, can you come over here and weed the garden? Because the garden needs to be weeded and it is in rough shape. Amelie, you can come out here and check on all of these goats and see how they're doing. And the sheep, they all seem to be sleeping right now, but they're ready for shearing. So can you shear them? Collect goats and sheep. Oh, we don't want to collect them, no. I don't think she can do anything with them. Can you? No. Call over Billy. Milk. Oh, okay. Okay. Shear. All right. Can you not do anything with them? Can you shear them? Chores. No. Can you? She's too young. Okay. So she has to do it. So we can't actually milk them until we have a little bit more of a relationship with them, but they do need to have themselves milked, and we can shear this sheep, so we love that. So she's come over to shear the sheep. We have some eggs, and did you garden? No, you didn't. I need you to weed. And it's summer harvest. All right, so you're going to have to help weed. And you can harvest. Oh, wait, harvest all. Let's do that. She's feeling a little uncomfortable because she's on her cycle, so there's that. But, oh, John has to go to the bathroom. Everyone is in pretty rough shape right now. They are really struggling right now. But there's a lot to take care of on this farm now that it's grown. That is the price that you pay when you upsize your house. You take on more work. When you upsize and you want more responsibility, you get more responsibility. So he is having to deal with the fact that he was like, I want us to have a more higher social standing. And so I want a bigger land and I want more things and I want us to be a higher social. Well, you know what? You got that. And with that came a little bit more responsibility. And Julianna's thinking, like, we needed more of that. I really need you to harvest. And she's like, no, I refuse. She's going to go clean up. Okay, honestly, you need to harvest. Oh, I can't get her to harvest. And it's harvest day. Oh, this garden just looks so pitiful. He doesn't want to harvest either, but like someone has to get out here and harvest. She's asleep. John's like, I'm literally going to pee myself. Okay, well, yeah. He's not going to do it either. He's going to walk away. Okay. Can you weed? You can water. All right, she can water the garden. That'll help us out. She's in a happy mood and feeling like things are great. Amelie is. So we love that. Come out here and harvest everything. She's like, I am so sick of you wanting me to harvest. Yes, you like gardening. So love it. She's like, harvested one thing, and then she's like, I'm done. No, you're not. You're not done. Harvest everything. She's so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Poor little Amelie is just like, and you know what? Not even poor Amelie. Amelie is just having a time of her life. I mean, she is feeling a little bit uncomfortable, but, you know. That's because she feels like it's stinky. Why does she feel like it's stinky? Filthy surroundings. She hates being surrounded by filth and squalor. Is it because the garden isn't weeded? Because, like, you can weed now because you have enough skill. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Get up and help your sister. Come on, come weed. Come out here and harvest everything. Work together as a team. Let's get this this harvest done for summer. Okay, well, now we're cooking with gas. So they are just out here. They are getting this done. We love that. Can you please evolve things? Can you do anything? Evolve all. Okay. She's out here weeding till her little heart is content. And I love that. John's out here helping. He hates gardening, but he's out here helping. We love that. Julianna is the one that likes gardening, but she's like, I refuse to do it. I am on my cycle and I am not with it. But look at these two out here working together as a team to get this garden working together. Amelie, you are a godsend today. She's like, I don't even have to do the gardening. Like, this is not even part of the plan. It really isn't. But, you know, it is what it is. Our poor toddlers need a bath and sleep, which they're sleeping right now, but they need baths. They are really feeling disgusting. Our chickens are out here driving us crazy, which we hate. I really hate that they're in the garden, but you know, it is what it is. John, I'm so proud of you for doing the gardening. So I took the private practice mod out of the game, and now he's not feeling sick anymore, and he is wanting to actually do things, which is nice. That mod had him so bloody sick, which is not good. But also, that mod had them paying out way too much money to go to the doctor and things like that. So I just took it out because it was just too much. Seriously, hurry up with your bath. Come out here and help weed, and then you can eat something. She's like, I'm going to have to cook something. Yeah, I know. As we know, we do have Xavier, who just recently aged up to a toddler, who is our little heir, and we are hoping that he's going to continue on. Julianna is going to need to start looking for someone to marry. She does have a little while before she has to get married, but because we don't know if she's actually going to end up being the heir or not, I do want to go ahead and start finding her someone that she can start to get a bit of a love interest with. So we probably will go ahead and start having her meet someone. So I may go ahead and do that pretty soon in the next couple of episodes. I may start having her go and start meeting some of the local men and seeing if she likes any of them. She is a young adult now, so she will need to meet some young adult males. I don't know what young adult males I have in the world. I'll just have to look and see. And so I may do that off camera, find out who my young adult males are, and go from there. Our garden looks lovely now. We freaking love that. How is our orchard? We need to harvest all of our orchard stuff. Look at Amelie come out here and start doing this. Oh my gosh, she is so great. She just came out here autonomously, started watering things. All right, I'm gonna get you to go downstairs and cook something for the family because we need some food. So let's go ahead and get you to cook a meal. Maybe you can make a rabbit pie. So she's gonna come down here and cook a meal for everyone. Excuse me, what do you mean? Oh, because this is in your way. Okay, well, it's not now, so make the rabbit pie. We don't have enough counter space, so I may have to get rid of something here. Let's get rid of that. His midlife crisis is over, and he is moving on with his life. He's made it through a life-changing experience and is feeling more at peace with where he is in life. Oh, well, it only took buying a brand new house to do it. All right, come down and grab yourselves a serving of food because supper is ready. And it is just about time for us to eat and go to bed for the day. It has been a long, long day of taking care of the garden. It's really just about the only thing they got accomplished. Look at poor little Diana. She is so dirty. All right, when she's done eating, you're going to need to give her a bath because she is feeling real grungy. All right, go give Diana a bath. We love that. Xavier's coming down to eat, and he needs a bath. So, Dad, you're going to have to give him a bath. So, wake yourself up. Get up. Go to the bathroom. And then you can come and give him a bubble bath. Toddler care. Give him a bath.
Yes, Mr. Balfour.
Yes, you can have a strict dynamic. That's fine. And of course, he has a strict family dynamic with the children, especially the younger twins, because as we know, he has a problem with them because he blames them for Sophia being gone. So it would make sense that he would have a strict family dynamic with them. He's going to go over here and just give him a little bit of a bath. Get Xavier all cleaned up. The fact that he's actually, you know, taking care of him is quite surprising, but he is, so we love that. And she's going to go ahead and head herself off to bed, it looks like. Okay, go to bed. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Splish, splish, splish. Oh, Carla's here. Have a splish.
All right, so Xavier's just going to go potty really quickly, and then we'll get him off to bed, and then we'll get John off to bed. And everyone's going to go ahead and get themselves a little bit of sleep. It is the next day. It is July of 1366. We don't really have anything on our agenda for the day. We obviously just need to take care of our farm. And we need to roll to see what our season is going to be like for the, you know, to see if we're going to have like a blight or bugs or what have you. So we have to roll a D4. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So if we give that a spin, we rolled a 3. And if we look at our spreadsheet under farming, a 3 is a blight zone. So we are going to go ahead and change our lot trait from great soil to a blight zone, which is not good. Oh, blight zone. Blight zone and simple living and what else? Wild prairie glass. Good. All right, and then we have what? Bracing breezes. What else can we do here? All right. Perfect. Okay. Well, we are here and we have updated our lot to a blight zone, which we hate a blight zone, okay? We know that we hate a blight zone. We know that a blight zone means that we are going to unfortunately lose plants, which is not good. Look at this fox sleeping out here. Oh no, I lied. That's a goat. Okay, I was like, oh my God, we have a fox sleeping next to our chickens, but we don't. I was about to freak out. All right, so John is heading off to bed and Xavier is heading off to bed. Everyone's going to go and get themselves a little bit of sleep. It is like 4 o'clock in the morning and they're just now going to bed. So I will see you in the morning when they wake. All right, so it is about 6 o'clock in the morning. John has gotten up. He's decided he wants to go clean a potty. I don't really know why he wants to go clean a potty, but that's what he's opted to do. So he's up, he's going to go and do that. And obviously, after he goes and cleans that potty, I'm going to need to get him a little bit of food because he's feeling a little bit hungry. Everyone else in the house is still fast asleep because it's still quite early in the morning. And so he is just going to go get himself a bite to eat. And then I think I'm going to take him out hunting. It has been a little while since he's gone hunting. We're going to take him out, let him go get a little bit of meat for the family. So we will queue up for him to go and grab a bite to eat, and then he can go hunting for the family to see if we can get us any meat, which will be fantastic. And then we'll probably get him back down and do a little bit of nectar making. He's like, you want me to go hunting and nectar making? I do. That being said, I think also today I'm going to take Julianna and let her meet some people in town and see if anyone kind of tickles her fancy. So we will do that. She is now up. She is in really, really bad shape. I'm going to have her go ahead and use the washroom and then get herself a bath. She is really, really feeling poorly today. So she's going to go ahead and take care of some of her needs here this morning, which is desperately, desperately needed. Okay, seriously, go take yourself a bath. You really, really need it. All right, perfect. And then you can get yourself some food as well. All right, Amelie, go get yourself some food too. Amelie's feeling really tense because she's needing some fun. There's got to be something fun she can do with her time. I mean, honestly, what can she do? I don't know. Cleaning the coop and checking on the eggs is not going to be fun for her, but I mean, it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to have her do that, and let's go ahead and take Julianna and let's travel with her. I want her to meet some folks in town. So let's go with her, and we're going to travel. She needs fun in her life too, honestly. I need to get her an easel so she can paint. And let's find out if he's a teen. He is a teen, and she's a young adult. So she would be marrying below her age group if she were to get interested in him. Let's just do a funny introduction to him and see what she thinks.
Huh? Kwambu. Ah.
Oh, tell a Jim Wibsey.
Huh. Hana Boolin.
Fiba.
Oh,
She didn't think anything about him as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and travel on to the next house. So yeah, he's a teen. So she can do a friendly introduction with him, and we'll see what she thinks.
Oh. Lamis.
Easy.
Yappahorn.
Listeners.
Oh.
All right, and let's go meet the other guy. He is also a teen. Let's do a friendly introduction to him and see what she thinks of him. He's got some strange getup going on, but again, I would have to give them a makeover and make them time period appropriate.
Oh, Samo.
Again, no sentiments or anything like that.
Cheap.
All right, so let's go back and
Oh,
do some more
Lampina.
traveling. I think the only other families that we have would be in the Meshram family, and they are not even dressed. So, but we can get her to meet them. All right, so he is a young adult and he is a young adult. So we'll get her to meet both of them and see what she thinks.
So.
So,
Malinae.
All right, so for Manu, he's a neighbor. She has bad compatibility. She perceives him as basic looking. And for DeMarcus, she perceives him as attractive. He's a neighbor. All right, so maybe DeMarcus Meshram is someone that she could possibly get in a relationship with. Let's whisper in his ear and tell him a funny story.
Watuni, Sepsito.
And maybe we can share people person tips with him
Balafoy Camus. Awavine. Yamua.
and discuss color theory because as we know, she likes to paint.
Hooray a Zeeg. Gelbador. Damn
So she's just getting to know him a little bit, discussing her hobbies and things like that, gossiping a little bit with him, and trying to get to know him a little bit. She's going to ask him if he wants to cloud gaze. Obviously, you're going to have to overlook the fact that he is, like, partially dressed and the other one is not dressed at all. I will have to give them their makeovers and get them time period appropriate because they've aged up with nothing on. But she is kind of getting on with him here. She's going to do a little bit of flirting with him, give him a little bit of flowers, and try to do a little bit of flirting.
Spinay. Exenoisance? Wasusa.
So they're going to get a little bit of cloud gazing in. She's just trying to build up their friendship and get to know him a little bit. She's like, you're the first boy that I've met that kind of piques my fancy and I could probably tolerate spending my life with. And so they are just trying to get to know one another, and obviously she's trying to find herself her soulmate. She doesn't want to just settle for anyone, and so she wants to make sure that their likes and interests align before she ties herself to someone for the rest of her life. And that's kind of why she wanted to wait so long to get married, was she wanted to be sure that it was the person that she actually wanted to spend her life with. She didn't want to just rush into anything. And Julianna is really, really picky. So she was like, I just don't want to meet the first person that I meet. I don't want to just marry the first person that I see and just be like, oh, this is the one. And I want to make sure it's the right person. And so she met a whole lot of people, and it you know, it took her a little while to find the right guy. And it actually was the last person that she met turned out to be the person that she is kind of getting along with. And really, they've not got any romance. They've only got friendship so far. And they don't have any romance kind of built up. They're just gaining on friendship. And she's like, I want to build a solid friendship before I build on any romance. And I think that having a solid friendship is the key to a lasting marriage. And so that's why they are just kind of talking and getting to know one another first, and cloud gazing and learning about each other's interests and things like that before she kind of goes in with the flirts and things, because she really wants to build a good friendship base before she tries any romantic things on him. But she is trying to do a little bit of romance with him now because she's wanting to see, like, is he going to kind of like me romantically, and do I kind of have a chance romantically with him? And, you know, if I do, then that would be really great, but I want to make sure that, you know, this is something that's going to last and isn't going to just kind of fizzle away over time. And I want it to be something that is going to really stand the test of time, because life is hard in this time period, and you know, there's more to it than just popping out a bunch of kids. You know, you have to be able to withstand so much. You know, it's a really hard life, not only just taking care of your land and dealing with taxes and dealing with you know, being impoverished and things like that, but also, you know, dealing with sickness and dealing with all of the different famines and things like that. And she's like, I want to make sure that this person that I choose is going to stick through those hard times with me and isn't going to kind of give up, you know, on me. And so she really wants to make sure that she's sure in her picking and that she's going to have picked the right person. And so she wants to make sure they're good friends first. But as you can see, their romance is going up, and they seem to be getting on quite well. Their friendship got up quite high, and now their romance is going up. And she's like, oh, I, you know, think this is going really, really well. She's complimenting his appearance, and she's, you know, kind of, you know, give him a little bit of massage. She's like, you look really tense. Let me help you out. She's, you know, reciting a love poem to him and just telling him how much, you know, she's been waiting to find someone that she could spend her life with. And she thinks that, you know, this could be it for her if he's, you know, so inclined to maybe be with her. And she's just confessing her attraction to him.
Shlof. Amuki Shuna. Chu.
So she is going to ask him, like, do you want to be in a relationship with me?
Oh. Larkin?
And he's like, yeah, I do. I would like that.
Cheeb.
So since these two have decided they're going to be in a relationship, I'm going to give him a little bit of a makeover. Let's go ahead and hop into cast with him and do that now. All right, since he is going to be in a relationship with her, I have gone ahead and put him in blue. And as you can see, he has gone and got his makeover now, which is fantastic. We love that for him. And this is what he looks like, which is great. So we will go ahead and leave that there for him. All right, and let's go ahead and take her home. What is she doing? She was using the bush. Okay. So she's going to go home. She's going to report to her father and just let him know, hey, I just wanted to let you know I went ahead and met someone. I am now in a relationship, and I think I have found the person that I want to marry. And he's going to be like, oh, that's good. I'm glad that you have finally secured someone that you want to be with. And so she's going to just tell him, this by no means that I want to be the heir to our family, but in the event that I have to be the heir, I have gone ahead and done what I need to do. And I have, done my due diligence in finding someone that will obviously marry me, and we could continue on the line. And he's like, well, technically it wouldn't be the Arendelle line, but I understand what you're saying. And she's like, yeah, well, it is what it is, right? So if for whatever reason she ends up having to be the heir to this family, then she has found someone that she can marry. And obviously our new family name would be Meshram, but she has found someone that she would marry, and we would be able to continue on this family with Julianna. She is hoping, though, that Xavier continues to live and that he obviously will be the heir, and she doesn't have to take on that responsibility, but she knows that things happen, and it is a possibility that she may end up having to be the heir. So she did go ahead and do what she needed to do and accepted her responsibilities like she needed to do as a grown-up. So she's doing what she needs to do. She's trying to be grown up as she can. All right, I need to get her an easel, because as we know, she likes to paint. So we'll put her an easel out here so that she can continue to paint. I think I'm actually going to put it outside. I know that it rains and things like that, but I think that it would be pretty for her to paint outside, and I think that she would like that. Maybe, is there a porch out here? Yeah, she can paint outside on the porch. Is it covered? No. But I mean, we could put it out here anyway. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna just put her an easel out here, and she can paint here. All right, so we will let her come out and do a flirty painting. She's feeling real flirty, and she's gonna use the washroom, and then she's gonna need to obviously get something to eat. John's doing great, Amelie's doing great, and both of the twins are doing great, so we love that. But Julianna is doing pretty poorly, and that's just because she was out kind of getting to know her beau, and so she wasn't really taking care of her needs, so she needs to kind of get a lot done with herself. And so we will obviously need to take care of her here. And let me take a look at the timeline and see what we've got going on. So we are just about through with this day. We are in September of 1366, heading into October now. We, like I said, don't have anything on the timeline for the remainder of 1366. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and leave this episode off here, and I will just play off the remainder of the year off camera because there is literally nothing else going on the timeline. We have no births or anything like that scheduled, so there's nothing going on. It literally is just them continuing on with what they're kind of doing right now, which is getting their needs kind of going and just continuing out the rest of this day. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave it here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys on Saturday for the stream of Ultimate Decades Challenge when we are in the year 1367, and we unfortunately will be losing John. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.
Nada.